It's Mr. Westhoff. And I heard that there's a second grade teacher, Mrs. Westhoff. She's the meanest teacher in the whole school. Is that true? She's nice. All right. Must be a different Mrs. Westhoff. Anyway, I have a weird job. My job is hard to explain. I'm not like a fireman or a postman. So it's going to be kind of hard to explain. So I think if you stick with me, I can explain it. We'll be good to go. All right? Now, we have a lot of roads in Delaware, and these roads are all owned by us. They're owned by me, Mrs. Westhoff, Mrs. Zoll, your parents, you and me. These roads are all owned by us. So somebody has to take care of those roads, right? Yep. So do we take care of the roads, all of us?
Yes.
No. I mean, when you guys finish your supper, put away the dishes, do you all go outside and fill potholes?
No.
Do you spend your Saturdays putting in new stoplights?
No.
So you hire somebody, a whole bunch of people to take care of the roads. And that organization is called the Delaware Department of Transportation. We'll just call it DelDOT. You do it? DelDOT? You do it? DelDOT. There you go. Good. So, DelDOT takes care of all the roads. We build the big roads and bridges. We build little roads like that one. We take care of the flowers, and we mow the big highways. We fill the potholes. And what are we doing over here? Snowplows. That's right. Now, but you know what? I don't do that. I don't push the snow. And I don't mow the lawns, and I don't build the roads or the bridges. So what do? You know what I do? All right, stick with me. Say this stoplight is broken. Mrs. Winder notices that the stoplight out there at the intersection is broken. And it needs to get fixed, quick, because it's going to be unsafe when you leave for school. So, she has to tell somebody. So I think the best thing for her to do is to stand outside by the highway. And she's going to wait until an orange truck drives by. And when the truck drives by, she's going to stop the truck. Hey, mister! The stoplight's broken. Is that the best way? No. That's not going to work. Couple reasons. You're right, it's not going to work because the guy driving that truck, he's not the stoplight guy. Maybe it's this guy, and he knows about fixing the roads. So the stoplight might not get fixed. So what I do is that whenever the public has questions about anything with the road, anything, if there's a dead deer, if somebody hits a mailbox, or if a bridge collapses, they call me and the people in my office. And all day long, we talk to folks, your parents, everybody in the community, about the roads. They tell us what's going on, and then I send the problem to the right person. Okay? And that's important. Now, why is it important? Why, you know what? It's a big waste of money to have me doing this. Let's just fix the roads and just let the public deal with it. Right? They can yell at people driving by. Yes, ma'am. Why should we have people like me?
Because if you don't fix it, the car's going to go like smash into each other, and then it'll.
Yes, they'll smash into each other, especially if Mrs. Westhoff is driving.
Yeah, and then it'll not be good.
Yes. You know why else? Because of safety, right? Also, because you deserve to know. The public paid for these roads, and they need to know what's going on with them, right? They deserve to be told the truth, about what's happening. So that's what we do. But you know what? That's not my favorite part. When people call me on the phone and tell me about a stoplight that's broken, that's not my favorite part of my job. What I like better is when, instead of the public asking me questions, I got to tell the public stuff. I got to tell them information. Now, there's a couple things I need to tell them. Basically, a big project is coming. I need to tell people in advance about a big project. Imagine you go to bed one night at 10 o'clock, and it's a nice night, you're quiet, going to sleep, I'll see you hear jackhammers, and your big trucks, and they're tearing up the whole street right in front of your house. And now, are your mom and dad, are they going to be happy about that?
No.
Are they going to go out and give those workers some lemonade? No. It's going to be a big mess, isn't it? And you know what? They should be mad. Because nobody told them in advance. My job is to tell people that there's a big project coming so they can plan for it. So maybe that night, instead of staying home, maybe you guys could all go to the beach. And that way you don't have to listen to the jackhammers. So we tell people, the public in advance about big projects. But still, that's not my favorite part. My favorite part is when there's a big storm, and my job this is my specialty. Is I'm the guy who gets out the word to the public when there's snow on the ground. I'm telling the public about the road conditions. Now, why is that so important? I work crazy hours when it snows. Why is it important that I tell people about the snow? All the way in the back, you sir.
Because when they drive out, they'll slip and crash into another
Yes,
car.
exactly right. Because I need to get the word out about the road conditions, and if I do a good job of telling people about the roads, people won't die. Because that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about informing the public about the roads, and then they'll drive safely, and all the kids will get everywhere they need to be, and everyone will live. It's second sweet. Now, how can I tell the public about this? I got to tell a whole bunch of people this stuff quickly, right? It's been snowing all night, and now it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and everybody's getting ready for work. I got to tell the public about this. So the best way for me to tell the public is to go out my back porch and yell.
No!
Hey, everybody, the road's really bad, stay home.
No!
All right, how about I put a sign on my dog and send him outside? No? What's the best way for me to tell the whole world about the road conditions? Yes, ma'am, right here. Huh?
On TV.
TV, yeah. When I do a live interview on WBOC, it's reaching 60,000 people. You know, like Jimmy Hoppa, you know, they say, they'll say, come out live, it's Jim Westhoff, and then I tell them about the road conditions, right?
Yes.
So I'm telling people to be safe. And also the radio.
Jimmy Hoppa calls our house.
Now, I got to when they call, it's like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
4.
I'm still at home. I'm still at home because I'm working from the house. And they're telling me on the phone, I'm going to go live with the news, with this TV station in about 1 minute. You young lady, how do I prepare? How do I get ready for that? Should I go get a bowl of cereal?
No.
In 1 minute, I'm going to talk to 60,000 people. What should I do? Yes, sir.
You can call the people on the news, and you can sometimes tell them that there's a big story coming.
Yes, well, sort of.
So,
But I got to prepare for my interview. Yes, ma'am. Right in front. Yes. I need to find out how the roads are, right?
Yep.
Because I look outside my window, I can see my street, but I got to call all over in Delbot, my friends at Delbot, find out how the roads are, right? And then I need to prepare. I got to figure out what I'm going to say. I got to practice my speech a little bit. I got to think about what I'm going to say because I can't mess up. Everybody's going to be listening. All your teachers. Yeah, if I mess up, I'm going to hear about it from Mrs. Zoll. So, you know what else I got to do?
No.
I got to go into the bathroom. Right, Mrs. Westhoff?
That's where you go.
You know why? I'm at home, right?
Yeah.
I work in the house. So I got a 4-year-old little girl and a 15-year-old son and evil Mrs. Westhoff. So you know what I have to do? I gotta go somewhere quiet where I can focus. Just like sometimes when you do your homework, right? You gotta be somewhere. So I know where I go to the bathroom. I shut the door. Because there's nothing worse than having to do an interview and then my daughter comes running up and she wants to play monster or something. I'm live on the TV. So that's how I prepare for these interviews. Now tell me, what? Now my first phone calls, Mrs. Westhoff, when did the first phone calls come in? When do they start?
3:30.
3:30 in the morning. That's when I start working when it's snowing out. That's when the media starts to call me. Why should I bother? Why should I get out of bed and answer these questions from the media? Anybody have an answer for me? You've already spoken. Why should I do that? Why should I answer these questions? Yes, ma'am? Yes, I can answer the questions, but is it important? So that's what we do, okay? Because that's what I have to do. Because if we do a good job, no one dies. Remember 2 years ago we had a huge snowstorm? We had snow up to here. Remember that?
Yes.
It snowed and snowed and snowed. You know what? In Delaware, not one person died. Not one person. That whole big snowstorm, not one person died. And there's a lot of reasons, but a couple of big reasons were we told everybody about it in advance, didn't we? Everybody knew the storm was going to come, and the media helped me tell them to buy everything they needed so they could stay home and stay safe. And they did. And Everybody just spent the time playing in the snow. And there was no accidents, no injuries. There were no fatalities. And that's what's important. That's why these guys drive their plows all night long to make sure that the roads are safe for when you guys get up and you go to school in the morning. A plow pushes the snow. So that's it. Anybody have any questions? No. You've been talking the whole time. You talk more than I do. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Where does the snowball push the snow?
Your yard. You put it all in your yard.
No.
No, I'm being silly. We push it off into the ditch. It just pushes it off to the right. Okay? Anybody else have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
What if you don't have a ditch in your house?
Wait, just push it to the side of the road. Then it melts. All right? So anyway, guys, you're awesome. Now you all get a yellow hat after the end of the day, I think. So did you have fun?
Yeah.
All right. So where do I work? Okay. You know what, guys? I gotta be honest. I made all this up. Actually, I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate. And Mrs. Westhoff, she's Mrs. Sneed.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she's my first mate. Yep.